you're basically going to tap down on muscle areas, not over bone. Hi, my name is Justin Gottlieb. I am a Tantra teacher and a sexual freedom coach out of Miami, Florida. And today I'm going to be demonstrating the 5 elements of Tantric Touch for you. Tantric Touch really comes from an idea of being very present, understanding the dynamics of giving and receiving, understanding energy, really giving love into somebody else. A lot of times we're touching and we're kind of not touching very intentionally, or we're touching in a way of taking. So this is a different way to move through different elements to provide someone an experience that is giving to them, and it also lets you understand the partner or lover that you're working with to understand what types of touch do they like best. So before we touch anyone, obviously we want to have consent, and then we want to come into our own energy and really get intentional with what are we doing with this type of touch. I like to always send love to the person that I'm touching, rub my hands together, close my eyes, take a deep breath, let go of anything that doesn't serve me, anything that isn't for this experience. And the first element of Tantric Touch is going to be ether, coming in very slowly to their energy field. And ether is touch without touch. And I'm very slowly just moving my hands over her skin, remembering to breathe. And this could be extremely exhilarating for someone who's very sensitive to energy. And it also could be a practice for someone who isn't very sensitive to energy to get more sensitive. And it's a great way to start any kind of tantra massage or any kind of intimate experience. Many women tell me this is actually their favorite type of touch. And it is a really great practice and presence as well. And it's also great to remind your partner to breathe as they experience this touch. And you also can move further away from the body and come closer and use this touch on any part of the body. And as we came down very softly, we want to also exit the energy field very slowly, gently, to complete that first element. The next element of Tantric Touch is air. This is my favorite. And air touch is very lightly just dragging your fingertips over the body, so lightly. It does take a little bit getting used to how you're going to just very delicately touch the body. This can give someone chills or goosebumps. I like to use the back of my fingernails to provide a different quality of touch. And again, you can never go too slow in Tantra. So whatever you're doing, practice just slowing down even more. Another way to use air touch is with your breath. Breathing into the ear, lightly, delicately feathering the hair. And I could already see Natalia here has goosebumps all over her body. So we like to do opposing elements of touch. So we just did air, and now the next element we want to bring in is earth touch. And earth touch is very grounding and secure. So it's your more typical massage where you're pushing into the body, pressing her into the earth. And you could kind of see those goosebumps dissipating as she moves into safety. And something else you can do is actually laying on the body, syncing your breath. The next element of touch we're going to do is water. And water is a very nurturing, flowing touch. And I like to think of it as a stream flowing over their body. And like rivers, it can run fast and it could be slow and a trickle. The last element of Tantric Touch is fire, and fire touch is anything that activates the body. There's lots of different ways you can do this. Certainly light spanking, slapping. Again, we're gonna do this light. This is not impact play. We're not trying to induce any sort of pain, but really just waking up the skin. Another way to do this fire touch is through tantric tapping. This is something you definitely have to practice and kind of get skilled at, but you're basically gonna tap down on muscle areas, not over bone, and allow your wrist to just flick down. and it creates a vibration and activates her muscles, her body. Feels really nice. Another type of fire touch, you can just see I just kind of intentionally just went right into water right after that fire because I want to kind of bring her back down into that nurturing feeling after that activation. Another thing you can do is scratch. So scratching, not to leave marks, not really deep, but scratching to wake up the skin. Another thing you can do for fire touch is close to the scalp, grabbing the hair, kind of giving a squeeze, release, squeeze, maybe some light direction, showing a little bit of the dom-sub dynamic, masculine and feminine as well, and releasing. So again, anything that activates the body would be fire touch. Those are the 5 elements of Tantric Touch. Thank you so much for joining us.